Jimmy Butler has turned this season around for the Golden State Warriors. They went from a play-in team with mediocre ambitions and evident mental struggles to a contending and mentally tough team that nobody wants to face in the playoffs. His fiery determination and all-around game have injected a renewed energy into the squad, elevating not just the offense but also tightening up the defense. In this video, we'll dissect exactly how his unique skill set fits into Steve Kerr's system and how he quickly changed the Warriors' aspirations. Jimmy Butler's impact on the Warriors has been felt since the moment he stepped on the court with his new team, and statistics are there to prove it. But before diving into the analysis, I have extra content for you. If you're a basketball fan who likes deep analysis and a scientific approach to this game, you should follow me on IG. There, I post exclusive content about original basketball topics, and you can have a more direct contact with me. You can find the profile link in the description. Back to the breakdown, there are some significant stats that testify how Butler has helped this team. He's fouled on 24.1% of his shots. No other forward is better at this in the NBA. Then, having him on the floor for Golden State means shooting, on average, 7.6 more free throws per 100 possessions compared to when he's not playing. This differential is the highest among all players in the league, and it's even more meaningful if we consider that, before the trade, the Warriors were the last team in free throws attempted per 100 possessions with 15.8. And his presence has also guaranteed stability in the Warriors' rotation and lineups. There are two lineups that have been used frequently since Jimmy's arrival. The first one has Curry, Podziemski, Moody, and Green along with the former Heat player. It's been on the court for 212 possessions and has a net rating of plus 17.9. The second one is composed by Podziemski, Moody, JB, Green, and Post, with plus 21.7 as its net rating in 139 possessions. Now we can get to the real breakdown, starting from how Butler adds another dimension to the Warriors' offense as a post-up threat and paint scorer. Before Butler's trade, Steve Kerr utilized post-ups just to start his split actions like the one you see here. After passing the ball to Jackson Davis, Moody sets a screen for Hield, who can shoot off of it. This type of action is frequent in Golden State's games. There are many variations that can develop from this same play. In this case, Post passes it to Schroeder, who's blitzed, so the big man slips, triggers the help, and that makes Wiggins free to cut to the basket. Same play setup here, but the screener slips to the rim even before setting the screen. But Butler can also score on post-ups. That's why his teammates often leave one side of the court empty for him. He's particularly effective at punishing mismatches with his physicality. Moody sets a back screen to force Russell on Butler, and that's what happens. His post-up gravity opens up space for his teammates too. See how Jones is forced to help and to leave Podziemski open on the opposite corner. But Butler can also be used as a screener for the split actions broken down before. Let's now see how Butler is helping his team when he doesn't have the ball. One thing he does is sealing off his defenders by placing behind them, with Draymond Green throwing lobs to his teammate. He can do that with screens too. Here he knows the Nets defense wants to switch, so he sets a back screen to have his defender trailing and have a free lane to the basket. Same thing here. But Jimmy is a good screener even when he slips or rolls instead of sealing, like in this split action similar to the one seen before. Here you can see that he has great timing on slips. In particular, the situation where Butler is the most dangerous as a screener is when Curry is the ball handler. Because you can't blitz Steph, since Jimmy is a great short roll man. And they can run handoffs too. This also works the other way around, with Curry setting an inverted screen for Butler. In addition to all this, he's also an underrated cutter. The Warriors roster have better passers than the Heat one, so his efforts are rewarded more often compared to the first part of the season. Another reason why Butler fits so well in this system is his passing skills. He may not have the same ability to read the defense that players like Jokic and Doncic have, but he often makes solid decisions and knows every basic read, which still is something important. He's comfortable in doing that on static situations like isolations. This way he can scan the court and know where his teammates are before attacking. This is an example of how making the right play is often easy yet important. After Butler receives, the usual split action starts. Lopez knows that, so he sits in the paint to disrupt the action. Butler reads that and throws a skip pass for Post, who hits the three. He's capable of making reads out of the pick and rolls as well. Here he first rejects the screen, then he hits the roll man. Lastly, I want to briefly talk about how the Warriors' defense stepped up after the Jimmy Butler trade. He has always been a great defender, but he turned the Warriors' defensive end around. When he's on the court, the team only concedes 107.4 points per 100 possessions, with an on-off differential of -8.2 that puts him in the 95th percentile among wings. When Butler, Green, and Podziemski all share the court together, the defensive rating drops to a mind-blowing 99.4, more than 7 points better than the OKC Thunder, by far the best defense in the NBA this season. This trio's net rating is +19. Steve Kerr even tried the 1-3-1 zone defense, and that worked too. When you have high IQ and versatile players, you can play multiple coverages effectively. This was all you needed to know about Jimmy Butler and how his arrival positively affected the Golden State Warriors. If you enjoyed watching this breakdown and you want to support my work, feel free to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I also remind you that you can find original content by clicking the link of my IG profile in the description. With that said, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.